Welcome back to Batman. The animated series continues right here at Comicstorian, where we take some of your favorite comic book storylines and we break them down into audio dramas, allowing you to experience them and know what's going on, even if you can't track it down. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like if you want to know more of the continuing adventures of the Batman animated series. Now let's continue with issue 2. Big Blue is not going to save you this time, Batman, trust me. Lex gloats as he holds Batman aloft, his armor giving him strength. You're in over your head, Luthor, Batman gasps, but Luthor doesn't think so. Elsewhere in the airplane hangar, his machines beep and he motions towards the case that he stole from Wayne Enterprises. His crackers have done their work and the case opens, revealing the shattered head of Brainiac. Hear that? It's the sound of the future, Luthor tells the Dark Knight. Still being choked, Batman tries to explain to Luthor that he won't find any cosmic secrets inside of that head. It has no programming. Brainiac was programming. When he knew he was losing his battle with Superman, he uploaded himself into somewhere in space. The head is wiped clean. It's nothing but hardware. Wade's people went through it. You've gone to a lot of trouble for cosmic junk. Lex lashes out with his gauntlet, backhanding Batman across the face. He laughs, telling Batman that he can't even imagine the strides that he's made in cybernetics. Even if I find only fragments of Brainiac's programming, I can build on them. Nothing ever gets wiped clean completely, except for you. Tonight, he snarls, his fingers beginning to tighten around Batman's throat, cutting off his air. But he manages to pull free a batarang, bringing forth a laugh from Luthor. What do you think you're going to do with that? He asks with a smirk, and Batman throws the batarang, sailing it across the room, stabbing into the head of Brainiac. Batman knows what Bruce's people found inside of the robot's head. No programming, but there were some things left. The eyes open, shooting a blast of energy across the room that knocks Luthor through the hangar wall and out of sight. Batman jumps clear, escaping into the darkness. Round 2, he thinks to himself. Back at the Batcave, Bruce tells Alfred to hurry up as he wraps the bandages around his cracked ribs. I don't suppose I can dissuade you by mentioning that your ribcage is starting to resemble a picket fence, his loyal friend asks. But Bruce nods, telling Alfred that he is bringing protection this time. The armory opens, revealing Batman's heavy battle armor. Are you sure the suit will prevail over Luthor's armor? Alfred asks, but Bruce reassures him that he just needs to get close enough to disable Luthor's battery pack. But they both look at the schematics of the larger robot. What if he uses the larger robot? You said it was indestructible, as well as huge. It even has room for a co-pilot, Alfred points out. But looking at the layout, it suddenly dawns on Bruce. That's no cockpit. That's a battery. Quickly, Batman uses the power armor to return to the airfield and grabs one of the guards, lifting them high above the airfields, demanding to know where Luthor went. The man shakingly tells Batman that a C-17 plane left an hour ago. On the plane, Luthor tells his assistant and bodyguard to hurry. Just get us to Metropolis, Mercy. You don't know him. He's relentless, Luthor tells her. Yet his words trail off as they both begin to hear pounding on the nose of the aircraft. They look outside to see Batman hammering on the LexCorp plane. Luthor launches himself out the door using his own power armor against the Dark Knight's power armor. He launches lasers, but Batman notes that Luthor's armor seems to be only at half power, and he slams his fist into the evil billionaire. You're finished, Luthor! He snarls, pressing his attack. Quickly, Luthor returns to his plane where Mercy tells him that it's out of control as she pulls out a parachute. Lex strips off the power armor, jumping into the cockpit of his giant robot, and Mercy manages to jump clear as Luthor tears through the side of the C-17, the plane exploding behind him as he returns to his fight with Batman. No way you'll escape! Luthor screams, but Batman hits him with a green taser, stunning the mech. Luthor begins to scream in fear as red beams of energy shoot through his robot armor and Superman tears free of his constraints. The Man of Steel reaches out, grasping Luthor by his shirt. Mind if I take care of this one on my own? He asks Batman. He's all yours. Batman nods. Superman swoops away, managing to grab Mercy before she can escape as well, and quickly, he flies them both to jail. Later, Superman lands among the wreckage of the plane as Batman investigates. How'd you know I was in the robot? He asks the detective. Batman tells him that it made sense when he saw the schematics, and he had hoped that if he hit it with a kryptonite charge, it would break whatever mind control he had over him. Once again, I owe you. Superman nods to his friend, but Batman hands him Brainiac's head. Just get rid of this thing. Maybe toss it into the sun. It's madman candy, he tells him. So Superman nods, flying away. Elsewhere in Gotham City, a lone man walks down the streets at night, and he stomps in the spot of what is known as Crime Alley. This is it. This is where it all began. Even me in a strange way, he thinks to himself. He stares at the spot on the pavement for a few moments until someone above him begins to yell. "You've been there an hour! What's going on?" he demands from above. "It's against the law to be loitering, you know. I'll call the cops if I have to," he shouts. The stranger's hand moves to his face, drawing a pistol from beneath his jacket and aiming at the man. "Start dialing, tough guy. Let's see how far you get." The man backs away and the stranger keeps moving. He puts the gun away, knowing what he did was stupid. "Can't let morons like that tick me off. I got bigger fish to fry," he thinks to himself, looking at the bat signal in the sky. Much bigger fish. And that is issue 2 of Batman, the animated series. The adventure continues. Now, from what we understand, based on the fact that toys have been released, this is going to have quite a few characters that are become popular in the Batman mythos ever since, the show went off the air. So stick around, subscribe to the channel. We're going to try to bring this to you on a pseudo-weekly basis. I believe they come out on a pretty regular basis on the digital, but I'm not 100% right now. But we are going to start bringing these out on a regular basis for you. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time right here. Also, in case you didn't know and you're curious about that stranger at the ending, that character design is based on the original Under the Red Hood. So Red Hood's coming to the animated series? Maybe?